sound for us was priority one. And so this was a challenge. It was a tough deal to make sure that this room was a room that, as well as possible, could fit everybody's needs to where they could hear. And the system that was installed, that was recommended that we put in, and then the acoustical treatments to our room has made it perhaps one of the best sound systems in a particular room I've ever seen. We have had traveling concerts come in with artists, recording artists, that have brought their own sound systems. And when they walked in the door and heard our system and knew what we put in, they left their sound system in their trailers. It's just that good.
The challenge of our space was that it is a box, and boxes aren't good for audio. As far as reflections, we have a lot of delay, a lot of reflections on the surfaces of the walls, and they addressed all that magnificently.
I'll never forget the day I asked the question, do you guys have a better answer for a choir monitoring system? And the whole Paragon team, their eyes all lit up, and they began to talk to me about satellite speakers that we could put in front of the choir. We've done that, and the choir is now hearing what they need to hear so much better. It's more discreet. Our front of house sound guy isn't struggling with sound bouncing off the back wall anymore.
Paragon was able to come in and really help us on the acoustical treatment of the room. One of the first things that I said to several people when we got the sound system going and we had our first event in here was, you know, the sound system is amazing, and with the Meyer audio system it's going to sound amazing. But what impressed me the most was that the room sounds amazing. It's not just the speakers, the whole space sounds great. The value of using Paragon for a project like this is that I know that everything's going to be right.
Well, when you think about a worship experience, you immediately jump to just the musical side. But more than just the music, the spoken word has become much more clear since the new system's been put in our space. It was very hard to understand the spoken word, a lot of bouncing around, and so clarity has drastically improved overall with spoken word as well as music for our worship.
The sound is impeccable. Everybody that's engaged, it's almost like Jet's talking to them. That's pretty amazing. And for me, I don't really have sensitive ears, so it hurts to be loud sometimes. We're running this worship center at the same decibels what I used to think was loud, but it's so smooth now that you just enjoy worship and being in the presence of the King.
What we wanted to define for Paragon was we want to be able to hear everywhere in our sanctuary just as well as you could sitting right in front of the pulpit. They met every need that we had from that standpoint.
And this sound system has allowed us to have an end product that is much better for us and much less distracting and higher quality than what we had before.